Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching the gaming review of the Xiaomi Mi Note 10. This smartphone comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G, the mobile gaming platform. That's the high mid-range chipset, and it's Adreno 618 GPU with the higher clock speed of 575 MHz compared to the 500 MHz on the Snapdragon 730. So this G variant is for gamers, and in this video we're going to play the PUBG Mobile game. You can see the battery percentage on the top is 100%, and along with that the temperature as well. So the temperature right now on the phone is about 29.3 degrees, and on the back as well it should be around the same, so it's 28.7, 28.6, and towards the bottom it's about 30 degrees, so it's about 30 degrees of temperature. And let's see the ambient temperature of the room. It's about 26 degrees, the ambient temperature. Not much of a difference, it was just charged fully, so that was the little bit of a higher temperature on the phone. So let's start the game. So the phone has a speaker towards the bottom and also the headphone jack. So that's a good thing. You have the headphone jack. You don't have to worry about using Bluetooth headphones or those kind of things. You have the proper headphone jack here. And we also have the Fps meter right over the top. And this is Xiaomi's quick game turbo, or the game toolbar, where you have options for sharing to WhatsApp, Facebook, and also to the web. And there are settings. You can do the voice video recording as well as the power booster. And it also shows the same frame rate, but we are going to anyway rely on this one because it shows there all the time. Now let's go to this one. So the graphic settings here include the HD and high. Let's now get deeper into it. Okay, so it's HD and high, which is the best possible setting under HD. Balanced has ultra, and smooth has ultra. So we'll be playing smooth and ultra initially. We'll see how well does it do. Ultra is more than 30. It's about 40 fps of frame rate that is expected from the phone, and it's not extreme, so you don't get the 60 fps frame rates here. Let's start the game now, and let's see how good the processing power or everything is. So this is that ultra frame rate. You can see on the top for the frame rate always it's 40 fps which is shown, and so far there's no lags. Obviously it's still the start of the game. So as usual we'll be doing hot drops. Doesn't matter if you die or not, because on hot drops is where there's a lot of enemies and where you see things to be changing a lot. I mean, you can notice lags there as well. So far there are no frame drops. It has been smooth enough, and that's what you would expect from this particular chipset. So far you have seen it was quite smooth. Let me now go and turn on the gyroscope, because I mean gyroscope, again, as said in the previous videos as well, we won't be a pro in gyroscope. I might be using the gyroscope only for the second time now, uh, but still I wanted to show you how good the gyroscope on this phone is. And again, this is on the smooth gameplay, that is the smooth and ultra, using the same graphic settings on gyroscope. This is what usually players would want to play on. I mean, you would want a smoother gameplay with the gyroscope turned on if you know how to use it. So the frame rate is maintained constantly. There is no issue with the frame rate. It has been around 40 fps, which is the ultra frame rate. So the chipset is able to handle things pretty well in that aspect. I mean, your controlling would change anyway when you're playing with the gyroscope turned on, but still, it's just to show you how it works and whether it does well in this phone or not. So far, I can say that gyroscope has been pretty much doing well. I thought that was a bot, but no, it was not. And now for the next part of the game, I'll rather turn off the gyroscope again. You saw it was working quite well. Now I'm going to go to HD and high to show you the final graphic performance here. So HD and high is about 30 fps, high frame rate is 30. So we'll see if it does well in this as well, and if there are any frame drops. So I'm not able to check that real time, so you'll be able to see it, and you'll be able to judge whether the frame rates are constantly maintained or not, which you can always see there. So right now there are no frame drops, but it still seemed a little laggy to me. So we have turned off the gyroscope, it's not functioning right now. So the frame rates are constantly maintained here. They are still well maintained. So I guess we'll have to end it here. Quite a long video already, and you can see that I'm certainly impressed with the chipset. I mean, though there might be some frame drops in between, but those are not because of the game. Those are not because of the phone actually. Those are because of the game's enemy issues. Whenever there's enemy around and you see those lags, those are because of what you see in the game. Though this is not a phone made only for gamers, it's with that camera combination, but if you're someone who's into gaming and wants an overall package to be doing quite well, this is the phone you should be getting, because it also has that 730G which is able to handle things well. Though one disappointment is that the 730G is not able to offer you the extreme frame rates. Otherwise, it's quite a good chipset. So before we end, let's quickly check the temperatures. It's 37.6 or around 38.5 towards the back of the phone, front of the phone, and towards the back it should be a bit more heated up. Though still you can see that it hasn't crossed those heavy temperatures. It's still around 38, 37 and 38 degrees, which is not at all alarming and which is not at all called as heated up. And for the battery, from 100% it has drained down to 94%, and PUBG Mobile has taken about 46% of the battery, and 36 minutes is the total gameplay. So over one game, and it's 6% of battery drain. Over one game is because we usually take 30 minutes as an average for the game, so this is not bad at all. And obviously 5260 mAh battery, so it should be draining the battery quite slower. And that's it in this video. It was, as you can see, quite a smooth phone. Gyroscope usage was also quite good, and everything else was well balanced on this device. So that's it in this video. This was the gaming review of the Xiaomi's Mi Note 10 smartphone. I hope you like this video. If you do share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching, and see you on next video.